Hi, I'm 2 years on testosterone, as of a couple of months ago. I've been a bit lazy, what can I say? That, and I did also have a major surgery, and there's also a pandemic going on, and I've been fucking miserable, so cut me some slack, but we got there in the end. The changes after a while do kind of start to slow down, but I'll tell you one thing that has accelerated quite a lot in the second year, way more than the first, I think, to a noticeable extent. Facial hair, quite a bit of it. Let me get uncomfortably close to you and show you that. I mean, this is horrifying. Also, yeah, ignore that. Neck beard going on here, and yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about that. It's just, it's it's scrubby. I should shave it, but also I've just kind of been letting it grow out in lockdown because who is gonna see it other than my flatmate who doesn't give a fuck? I mean, hey, it's not that bad. I mean, I wish these bits would fill in a bit more. And you know what? Let me get back in again. I notice more hairs on this bit coming in pretty frequently, and also more hairs coming up in the middle here. It's like it comes in as peach fuzz first, and then it sort of converts into whatever kind of pube situation I've got going on the rest of my face. And that is genuinely one of the main differences that I've noticed from 1 year on T2 now. I am really thankful that my hairline is still fully intact and unaffected. I mean, granted, I'm only 21, and for most people testosterone doesn't work that quickly to where it would have you receding that fast. But it does for some people, and I'm Arab, and we do go bald. So I was kind of like, you never know what's gonna happen. But you know what? She's still as, well, okay, let's not look there, as into, okay, maybe when I'm, comparing it to when I had the long hair, as much as it doesn't look great, it still looks exactly the same as it did before testosterone, so I really can't complain. Like, trust me, I've looked at pictures and it looks exactly the same. Obviously, one of the main things that has happened between then, as well as having a little bit of top surgery, just a little bit, as a treat. I wish I could say that I was buff and super strong right now, 2 years on testosterone, but because of recovering from top surgery, I haven't been able to exercise at all in 2 months, so we're a little twiggy at the moment, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I promise. I'll be a bodybuilder by 3 years. Trust and believe. Returning to the topic of hair, I have a lot more body hair, obviously. Just hair everywhere. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting scary. I am scared of myself at this point. Like, generally, if I could choose to have a lot of body hair or to not have a lot of body hair, I would choose to not have a lot of body hair, because just on myself I find it kind of annoying. It's way too much that I could shave any of it without it looking weird, because there would, like, be no hair and then, like, mammoth hair right next to it, because that's just how my body works. It's just mammoth hair everywhere. It's like that episode where in SpongeBob, where they try to skin, where Sandy turns into what was that episode? Now that I'm thinking about it, that's horrifying. Where Sandy got huge and super hairy, and then SpongeBob and Patrick tried to wax her to use her hair as beards and eyebrows. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like her. Testosterone has also changed my face quite a lot, I think, as well. I mean, part of it is also the beard shaping the face, but I think, like, my nose, obviously, the jawline has changed a huge amount. I didn't have much jawline before testosterone, but, like, my nose has changed a little bit as well. People have said that even my eyes seem a bit different too. Basically, it's pretty much changed my face, which I think is cool because I wasn't particularly attached to the old face, I'll be honest with you. I like this one a lot more, and I can stand to look at it in the mirror, which is helpful for living and feeling okay about yourself, generally speaking. My voice is the same as it was last year, but obviously a lot lower than it was 2 years ago.
But yesterday was the 31st of October, also known as Halloween, and it was also the day that I started testosterone.
Emotionally, I feel way more at ease and calm and content with the way that I am. Sure, there's other things in my life that suck and that I need to deal with and get over, and that is the case for everybody. But as far as testosterone stuff goes, I'm fine with all of that. All of that is fine. That's where I'm doing good. I was having an issue, well, still am having the issue. My testosterone levels are too high. We're trying to work on that. We're having more blood tests. We're seeing what we can do. Because I'm on libido still, and the standard dose for that is like once every 12 weeks. So I was doing that. The levels were too low, so we reduced it to once every 10 weeks. levels were too high. So now they're telling me go back to 12, I'll wait the 12, we'll see how it goes. I think I was having this issue last year. I'm constantly having issues with like too high hormone levels, but it is what it is. It's not, I didn't have high testosterone before going on hormones or anything, so it's nothing like that. I don't know, maybe my body just really, really likes the stuff and takes to it a bit too much, which, fair enough. But that's like the only issue that I've been having with it, really. Other than that, oh yeah, I mean, I did talk about the sexuality stuff as well. I mean, the point of that video talking about how sexuality can change with transition is that it's not necessarily to do with hormones. I think that has an impact, but if you didn't watch that video, my point of it basically was, I've known trans people who have even had a change in sexuality without any hormones at all, and that it's more about self-perception, and when you become comfortable with yourself as essentially not quite being a different person, but a different version of yourself, that can also change who you're comfortable being with and seeing yourself with. And that can obviously change without any hormones at all. Your perception of yourself can change as soon as you realize that you are trans. So I've had that experience too, and most trans people I know have had the same experience, where their sexuality has kind of shifted or changed or just been altered in some way by transitioning in general, or realizing that they're trans or going on hormones. Because for me, I didn't really notice any change in that aspect until about 1.5 years on testosterone or something like that. And again, it wasn't like an immediate thing, it was much more gradual than that, but it wasn't until then that I was really like, oh, okay, no, this is changing and I can definitely see it now. But if you're interested in hearing more about that, then I have a video on that you can look at as well. Other than that, I don't think I have much else to say. I have nothing interesting to say, so I will stop rambling and talk to you later.